Hello, hello Cancer. How are you guys doing? This is gonna be the reading for month of October. And without any further delay, let's get into the reading, okay? When before I was getting into your reading now, I don't know, for some reason I felt that maybe you guys are dealing with an energy of not being understood. Isn't that common? Not being understood. I feel like the energy is that you feel certain way that sometimes maybe you are not verbalizing everything that goes on in your head or mind and heart, but somehow people don't understand the other way of communication, the communication through body, body language, other way of communicating. And it just all kind of come down to this hardcore fact-based verbal thing. And sometimes you feel like you don't want to verbalize every emotion and every feelings, and then it feels like such a hard ordeal kind of to put across what you are actually going through, or make the other person really see your point. That's the energy I was getting, but let's see where it goes with this energy. We're getting Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups is like, cups are usually very emotion. It's like an emotion, something that comes from heart, something that is not ruled by too much of rationale or logic, something that may seem a little, like, look at this, how it got synchronized. Because I was just talking about you not being understood by your, other form of language. And cups are always very emotion based, which are not all the time. Sometimes emotions are so deep, and especially water sign, and especially you, Cancer, your emotion runs very deep. Sometimes words are not adequate in our day-to-day life. The way we use words, the way we express ourselves, it's not adequate to capture all the depth of emotion. And then we rely on our body language, then we rely on our senses, and that you have all these things, all this depth of your emotion, but it's not getting either reciprocated properly or being understood, or people are not paying attention to those. It's just a little bit of negligence, not little bit, or maybe a little bit more, a sense of negligence from other side. And it does cause you a like frustration, disappointment. Cancer, like, you guys can be, I'm not gonna take this, I'm gonna take this. Oh my god, everything is lining up. Eight of Wands is a Sagittarius card. It's a fire card. It's also about, it's a communication. So the communication, any communication that comes from your heart level, comes from your soul level, which is not getting wrapped up by the normal verb or adjective or noun, like in shorts, in words, it's not getting their place where they actually deserve to be. But you have lot to communicate. You feel like there is a volcano, like going inside, and it's gonna erupt. Like I think in mid-month, Aries got that, I put that label, like the title volcanic eruption, but that eruption was more of a emotion and they cannot say that, and they're letting it out with physicality. But you are water sign, you are so emotional, you are so deep that it hurts you. You don't take things lightly. Oh, this is not happening, let's go move on to the next thing. No, we are dealing with something very, very deep senses here, sensitivity. So it does cause you a lot of, if you feel like this, all this emotion, all this communication that you are putting out, wrapped in this emotion, it just gets nowhere. It feels like it hits the wall, and the wall is all constructed by thoughts driven by mind, which kind of, you see, this is a very nice image though. I hope you can see here. These are wands, these are the wands of communication. It's just hitting this wall of mind, where one is like wrapped up with their bodies, like so uptight. Look at this body, it's not free. Their eyes are closed, they cannot see. All they can think, they close their eyes and they feel like their entire world in their mind, and it's like a sword just pinching in their body and making their body a captive of their mind. And when you are communicating with such a, like Ace of Cups, it's not any kind of water, it's like coming from deep core emotional standpoint of your heart. When you're sending those kind of emotion and it hits against this kind of mind-oriented wall, what's they gonna do? It's just gonna falling down. It's not doing anything. It's like it's hitting to the wall of this mind and thought, and wrapped up in this logic and fact and rationale, where they cannot see that the source of all this communication is pure heart, pure emotion, pure senses, sensitivity. And it just falls like that because it cannot be reciprocated. When it's going to this kind of energy driven by complete mind, it cannot be accepted. The Ace of Cups cannot be accepted like this. It doesn't have that vessel to support Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups in reverse. And you feel that nobody understands you. You feel like, you feel like, universe, you gave me so much. You gave me so much depth. And then I cannot make other people I cannot make other people understand and feel me the way I feel. And sometimes it's get very lonely. You are in that kind of phase. It's amazing sometimes, I was just telling you, like before I started this reading, I was feeling this, and look at this, it just is lining up. Again, babe, King of Cups. It's you, Cancer. I feel like it is something that you are trying to communicate with someone that you really have deep emotion for. You really care for. Your emotion runs deep for them. And you are like repeatedly trying, and every time it feels like not reciprocated, because they are not in the similar kind of mindset that you are. They are very mind driven, and sometimes their mind takes over their body and make them extremely feel anxious. With that kind of energy, how can they reciprocate your love or emotion? And this kind of, and you are coming from like Ace of Cups, King of Cups, like high level of emotion, high level of emotional intensity and maturity. And it feels like, like this. Absolutely, it feels like this. All this work for nothing. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is like, this hard work, waiting, hard work. But it feels like but you are really, you have such a tenderness for them that you are not, yes, you are hurt, yes, you feel like you are not being understood, yes, you feel like, especially you are so sensitive, When somebody, especially who you care for so much, who you have such a deep emotion for, and they don't understand your language, they don't understand your emotional intensity, it hurts you. But you still have that cup for them, you still have that emotion for them, even though you feel like that all this work that you are putting in, it's not gonna give you any output, because it's gonna just run dry, because they are not, they don't know how to handle this emotion. I mean, they want to, but they always get caught up with their mind, and they don't know, then it feels like a foreign language to them, and they have no clue what those letters are. It's just a total mismatch of communication and understanding between two people, or maybe between you and a group of people. But whosoever they are, you really, really have strong emotion for them. You want to reach out to them, you want to open your heart and soul to them and let them come in. But how can they come in when they don't even know what this consists of? They don't know, they don't understand this language at all. They are in their mind so much that it kind of make their own body captive. How can they give when they cannot even open their arms? How can they give? They are so uptight, they are just caught up in their thought like this, like, ooh, look at this energy, just look at this card, and look at this. It feels so, it's such a captivated, like captive kind of, like, it's like tied up, it's literally tied up. When somebody is so tied up in their thoughts, in their brain, in their mind, how can they see the love you're offering? Look at your posture and look at their posture. Body says a lot, we don't like to believe that, but please do believe it, especially like nowadays. Facts means nothing, it's gonna go, we need to have an emotional intelligence. Look at this, the body language. Yours is chest is open, you are open to give and open to take. It's like you are ready, your body, mind, all is aligned. Look at your posture, it's so open, it's like such an embodiment of openness and acceptance. And look at them, how can they reciprocate that? They don't even see it. I know the cards are symbolical representation of emotion, human emotion and human state. But look at these two states and how they are represented. How can they be reciprocated in real life if their inner psychological being is so diverse and so different from each other? You know what I'm trying to say? But you really love them and you want to reach out to them, so you are still holding your emotion up, even though you know that this gonna run dry. Look at this, Ace of Cups right under Seven of Pentacles, both of them in reverse. Like emotion pouring emotion to something which will not give you any output, which will not give you you are planting seeds, but you know that this seed's gonna die, but you are planting anyway, because you still have that hope that one day maybe this somehow your love can alter this. But you have this frustration inside, though you know that it's not gonna bring any fruit, but you are doing it. Yeah, what I said, oh my god, everything is getting aligned. It's like Five of Cups in reverse. You feel disappointed, you feel that all this communication, all these things that you want to send, or maybe you are saying it in your way, in your body language, through your silence, and they are not getting it at all. They are so absorbed in like what is what. Did you tell me that you felt like that? Then how would I know? It's like that. Then you're gonna say, do I have to tell anything? When you look at me, what do you see? Then they will say, I don't know, I have other things in life, I have other things in mind, I cannot just speak and read your mind all the time. Can you just tell me what's going on? and you feel like, okay, then there is no point of communication because I cannot tell you everything. You have to understand sometimes this body language, this communication beyond words, communication beyond what is given to you. So you feel like all this communication is kind of putting you in a higher mode of disappointment in your actually in them and to you, and you feel hurt, but you are still there. Five of Cups, like the disappointment is still there, but you are not leaving. You are still there. You are still hopeful. That's why you are still, even though Ace of Cups in reverse, but you are still coming up at being King of Cups because you are still hopeful. Does it make sense? Because you feel like we loved each other one more time. That means there is something. Maybe they are not understanding me now, maybe they are not getting my language now, but they will. If I keep showing my emotion, it will break all these thought patterns, and they will open their eyes, and they will release themselves from this bondage, and they will come to me, and we will come together and understand our language. You are disappointed, but at the same time you are not leaving the battlefield. You are not giving up. This is such a Cancer sign. You guys are so strong. You guys are really my survivor sign. You guys know how to survive. You guys know how to fight back. If anyone knows, it's Cancer. Cancer know how to, people say Scorpio. Scorpio is, yes, it comes from the, like ashes, reborn. But if anyone knows how to fight within a situation and survive, it's you. All this disappointment card, Four of Cups, rejected, feeling rejected, right under Eight of Swords, yes, right under. See that we are going back, in a loop. All this energy is going towards how you feel. We are not getting their energy except this one card, that they are wrapped up in their thoughts and logic and all that, all this rationale and rejected, feeling like no matter what you give, it feels like bouncing back at you. No matter how much love you show, they love you, but they just don't understand you. And especially, like people like us who they're like, our emotion runs deep, we need that emotional reciprocity. Otherwise it can feel extremely lonely and trapped. It can feel extremely lonely and trapped. I would like to get more like their energy as well, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. Right now it's all about you, how you feel. I got two. Heartbreak, Page of Cups. This is their energy. Or maybe somebody else. By the way, like, I'm trying to make these readings in such a way, like lengthwise, so people can listen to it. And because some people, I know and I understand, because of our lifestyle, cannot have the patience or time to listen to a long reading. So this reading gonna continue, and I'm gonna take it to the extended, which I'm gonna put the link in the description box for free extended link. You can just, if you're interested, if you're vibing with this, you can always click on that free link and it will take you to the extended. And if you choose to part away here, I just want to thank you for watching this, and thank you for supporting, subscribing, because this helps, this helps the channel so that we can continue this dialogue. And I will see you next time. Okay, bye.